Hello everyone, this is live coverage from Xinhua News Agency. In a few minutes, a spectacular match will take place in the sky right behind me. As you can see, I'm standing on a cliff, which is about 170 meters high above the ground. And right over there, you can enjoy the majestic view of the Yellow River, the mother river of the Chinese people. Today, the China 2025 Yellow River Highline Speed Competition will take place, and we will bring you the live coverage. And while the competitors are preparing themselves, let's invite a local staff member, Miss Hu Shanshan, to give us a brief introduction of this competition. So, Miss Hu, why did you choose this place for this competition? 胡老师为什么选择这样一个地方作为这个比赛的场地呢
？Hello， 大家好，我是珊珊。那么高空扁带呢，顾名思义呢，一定是在高空进行竞赛。那么今天呢，我们的比赛场地呢是搭建在了黄河大梯子崖距地面垂直高度180米的上空。那么我们这次的比赛，它的扁带的宽度呢仅仅只有2厘米，它的厚度呢仅仅只有2.5毫米。我们这次比赛场地在黄河大梯子崖。黄河大梯子崖呢是位于我们的黄河岸畔。黄河呢是非常著名的中国文化符号，那么这场比赛呢，在这里进行呢，会受到更多人的关注和喜爱。
Highline competition always take place at high places. This spot is nearly 200 meters above the ground, with breathtaking scenery, making it an ideal spot for this competition. Moreover, the Yellow River is a renowned cultural symbol of China. Hosting this international event here helps increase the popularity of the slacklining both at home and abroad. Okay, so what are the rules for today's competition? 那么我们今天这个决赛的比赛规则是怎样的呢？
我们决赛呢将会有2至4回合的一个比赛啊，连续赢得2场的选手呢将会获得冠军。若2场比赛的获胜者不同，那么速度最快的人获得冠军。
The final game have several rounds. Whoever wins the first 2 rounds wins the final champion. Okay, and for many people, this might be their first time watching a slackline game. Could you introduce these sports to them? 对于很多观众来说呢，可能这是他们第一次观看这个扁带比赛，能不能简单为我们介绍一下这个扁带的故事？
那么这是一种发源于西方国家的运动，它的历史呢已经有几十年了。目前在法国、瑞士、美国等等的国家呢是比较流行的。它的比赛类型呢是分为竞速比赛和花式表演赛。今天呢我们举行的就是竞速赛。
Slackline is an extreme sport where athletes work on a flat band fixed between 2 points. It requires exceptional balance, concentration, and core strength. This is a sport originated in Western countries, but gaining popularity worldwide. The competitions are divided into 2 categories: racing and freestyle events. The match we're watching today is a racing. Well, thank you, Miss Hu. I'd also like to add some information about this match today. As you can see, the athletes will start their game at the far end of this slackline, and then they will start a 100-meter race on this slackline. And for each person, they have 3 chances to fall off the slackline. And the 4th fall will lead to an immediate end to their game. Alright, the athletes are ready and have stepped onto the slacklines. The weather is not so good today. Actually, it's raining heavier and heavier, and I think it's gonna poses a great challenge to these challengers. For those of you who just joined us, you're watching the final match of the 2025 China Yellow River Speed Highline Competition, brought to you by Xinhua News Agency. The athletes are competing on slacklines suspended over 170 meters high above the ground in a thrilling race. And now we see that the 3 athletes are already made it to the starting point at the far end of the rope. So the 3 athletes who made it to the final competition are Shi Hailin from China, and Hejin City also from China, and another one is from Poland, Jacob Morowski. And before they start their final game, they have several minutes to warm up and prepare themselves. The one who is walking is from Poland. His name is Jacob Morowski. He is a current Guinness holder of 200-meter highline speed race. And the one in the middle is Hejin. He is he just fell off from the rope. And he is a student from he's a student of Shi Hailin, also his rival, who is now sitting on the rope. And the Shi Hailin is the current champion of Chinese slackline competition. And today the raining is getting heavier and heavier. I think that it's gonna be a very harsh and difficult match for all of them. 10 seconds remaining, 10 seconds. And the heart racing game is about to start in several seconds. Okay, the game begins now. Okay, all of the competitors have successfully stand up, and at the initial part, the gap between them is not yet obvious. I'd like to remind you that once again that the slackline is only 2.5 centimeters wide, and for those without specialized training, even walking on them is extremely difficult. It's safe to say that, oh, watch out! The competitors from Poland just fell off the slackline. Is he okay? Okay, now the competitors from China, Hejin is taking the lead, and he is only less than 10 meters from the finish line. Hold up, steady. And Shi Hailin, the current number 1 competitor, is taking the lead now. 5, 3, 2, 1. All right, it's he only took about 1 minutes and 2 seconds. Congratulations, Shi Hailin. He made it to the first place. The first athletes who wins 2 rounds will be entitled the champion. So there will be at least 1 match for all of them. As you can see, each athlete have a different style. Shi Hailin is faster and with higher speed. Unfortunately, Jacob, the competitor from Poland, made a mistake and he accidentally fell off the rope. That cost him a lot of time, and he has to get back to the game. And let's hope in the second round nobody made any mistake. Alright, for those of you who just joined us, you're watching the final match of the 2025 China Yellow River Speed Highline Competition, brought to you by Xinhua News Agency. The athletes are competing on a slackline suspended over 170 meters high above the ground in a thrilling race. And we have just concluded the first round, and the competitor from China, Shi Hailin, has just won the first round game. And it's not the time for him to be safe to win the title, because there needs to be another win. Alright, well, the competitors are getting back to their starting point, I'd like to share some information about this slackline competition or slackline game in China. Well, currently there are only less than 50 players nationwide, but more people are have started to understand and fall in love with the sport. During this New Year period, thousands of people have come here and watched the game. And many people associated this sport with tightrope walking. But there are several differences between this sport to tightrope walking. Firstly, slackline is extreme sport with international competitions, while tightrope walking is an acrobatic show. This is the main distinction between these two events. Furthermore, tightrope walking involves the use of a balance pole, whereas slackline relies solely on the individual's balance. In addition, as we can see today, slackline contains wide range of performance elements which are not present during the tightrope performance. All right, before the second round begins, now the athletes are relaxing themselves. I should remind you again that the final match consists of several rounds. The athletes who wins the first two rounds will be crowned champion. Let's see if the athletes will adjust their strategies in the second round. Let's see for the Poland gamer who did not perform well in the previous round, will he reduce his pace in order to make sure he doesn't make any mistakes? And for Hejin City, who secured the second place, will he slightly pick up the speed? And for Hejin, who just won the first round, I think he will stick to his tried and true approach, the one that has brought him success in the past. All right, 20 seconds remaining. I think all of the athletes are prepared and they're waiting for the final call from the referee. 10 seconds. All right. The second round is about to begin in 3 seconds. All right, the second round is about to begin after the first round. The athletes' mental states have certainly gone through some changes. Let's take a look how that impacted them. For now, there isn't a significant difference in their speeds. They're all progressing steadily. Okay, they're all very steady. Well, in sports like this, I think slow is steady and steady is fast. None of them so far have made any mistakes and fell off from the band. I think now Hejin City is taking the lead so far. There are only about 5 meters, 3 meters, 1. Okay, Hejin City from China made it in the second round, which means at least there will be one round for them to decide which athletes win the first two rounds. We may say that all of the three athletes are masters. They never made a single mistake during this round. None of them fell off from the slack line. I'm sorry, I've been told that after the referee's final verdict, the winner of the first round was also Hejin City. Both He and Shi crossed the finish line almost at the same time. That means Hejin City has become the champion of today's competition. Whoa! Good job, good job. Hejin is performing a very difficult. Let's congratulate Hejin from Guangdong Province from China. He will need a few minutes to get returned here, so let's talk to him a little bit. Okay, Jacob, very good match. So how do you feel right now?
Yeah, I'm quite happy and yeah, keen to relax a bit after the competition. But yeah, I'm a bit could be better. Like the first tries, I had a catch and I could have had a better time in the first one. But on the other hand, I managed to recover the catch very quickly and to stand up and keep racing. So I think it was not a bad performance, especially since it's my first time competing in such a weather, and it affects, well, in the semi-final we had a lot of wind, which is always makes it harder to walk, and now we had rain and the line was wet and heavy, and it was behaving a bit differently than what we had in training and qualification. And so it was definitely a challenge for me. But I think I've done a decent job, and I think I deserve the second place that I got.
All right, Hejin, congratulations again. How do you feel right now?
I'm feel won because I now I'm the champion, and everybody cheer for me and encourage me. I think very well and won.
How do you feel about your performance?
I feel good. Yeah, very nice, and I win twice and win the champion. I feel very happy.
What do you want to say to your competitors from Poland and Shihailing also as well?
They are also the best athlete, and we are happy to challenge you to run with them. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.